10. On the ground, it's Gibson. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You've just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
Got it! They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff unit about to go to work. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense will have its first possession of the game. And this figures to be just a tremendous matchup of big play receivers, Jesse.
And because of their skills, Reese, you're going to see all types of ways in how they use them, right? They're going to throw it to them, they'll throw screens, they'll get jet sweeps. Get these guys as many touches as you can.
Well, and the good thing is, if you're a defense, you're used to it. You see this guy in practice every day. Now you're seeing another guy that's elite. Which defense can rise to the challenge and get a few stops and maybe nullify the playmaker?
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Dumps it to the back. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker.
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Movement here from the tight end. From the gun. Give on the inside. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and and give them a run pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone, and you're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, that's going to be a little more work for the kicker.
Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They're going to ride this running back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Scanning the field, it's Owens. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
And on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll try the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Finds his tight end. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Penn State is down, but don't rule out some late-game magic. With that offense and the kid on D, who's the latest stud at linebacker U, anything is possible. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ohio State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got him downfield. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Commodores headed quickly to the line.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The back goes in motion. Touch pass on the run. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in zones. You got to get him involved.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Throws to the back. Got his man. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Russo. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Offense lining up quickly. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, these 4-3 defensive ends that can get pressure on quarterbacks, they get paid a lot of money in the National Football League, and that's why. When you can get out of your stance and win it around the edge to get to the QB, not many guys do it as well as that.
Okay, ready?
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
The Commodores send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Here comes the Texas offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
The offense lines up at its own 14-yard line. First down. Dropping back, it's Owens. He's right on target. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll fire. Got it in the middle, it's Gibson. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. They'll throw it on first down. Trying to get to it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
This is an offense that leads the nation in first downs because there's so many different ways they can attack you. They're versatile. They could throw it. They could run it. They've got so much balance, and that's what makes them so hard to stop.
With jet sweep pass. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Picks up 4. Brings up.
Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. They'll leave it with him. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. It's complete. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Would have been a makeable 49-yard field goal attempt, but they'd rather try to keep the ball and move it on 4th and short. Try to get it on the ground. The head coach told us he was going to be aggressive. He has a lot of confidence in his running game, and he showed it there on that 4th and 2.
And I like that mentality. That's the mentality I'm going to develop with my team. We're going to be aggressive. We're going to go get things. Short yardage situations, we're going to practice them. We're going to be successful, but we're going to go for it.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. He's no stranger to the end zone. His 50th career touchdown grab.
Doesn't matter who's calling plays, doesn't matter who the quarterback is. You throw this guy's direction if you want to win games. He is a difference maker. He's one of the best in the nation. 50 touchdown catches is incredible.
That's just incredible production and just sustained production consistently week in and week out in the lineup. You know, you're going to throw him the football. You know exactly what you're going to get. What an unbelievable number to hit.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there getting set.
Set to kickoff.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Timeout, Texas.
And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26.
And the Texas offense will take over 1st and 10.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air on 1st down. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Nashville as we say hello from our broadcast studios. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
The Commodores want to pick up the tempo. The give to the tailback. Tackled after picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
First down, Commodores.
The give to the back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Commodores will call on their punt team.
Number 13, on to kick it away.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Back to pass, it's Owens. Makes his connection. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, if you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5 in the nation right now in receiving yards.
One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's first down. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. Looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Makes the catch. It's Gibson. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Tackled, but he has a first down. Are you as surprised as I am that they didn't throw the football there?
Man, I'm shocked. You get in those situations, 99% of the time, those are passes, but slip in the run, maybe a little confusion by the defense thinking pass, pass, pass. It worked, so nobody complains.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Owens. Quick completion on the out. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. They'll power it inside with the fullback.
The ball carried by the fullback. Gain of 4. Brings up 2nd down.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Here's the handoff. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Finds his big tight end. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A 1st down run in the red zone. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the 2nd half.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical, and this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you
Touchdown, Texas! And the pummeling has started. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Going up top. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Mix up.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Ball in the air, intercepted.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They go to the ground. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Might as well give it to him again. And it's slipped out. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Man, what a break. Great job falling on the football. Great job having some awareness. The running back coughed it up, but teammates there to pick him up, fall on the football. Listen, it's lucky, but it's a good job by the offense.
And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the stomping has commenced. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to UMass. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. A first down for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Wants to throw on second down. And the pass is intercepted. Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
Second down coming up.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To throw, it's Owens. Firing to the right, complete. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with the lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
The Longhorns line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Texas! And the punishment has been extended. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Quick strike complete. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. The aerial assault continues. Catch inside the 25. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that. Put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. bangs it through for an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They're going to run it. Breaks the tackle. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Offenses ice football games in the 4th quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
He makes the connection, and he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Move the chains with that completion now on 1st down. Back to throw, it's Owens. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. You can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces they got to find.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Okay, ready? This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, No stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking to pass. It's Owens. Rifles it down the middle. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And the defense gets the big third down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on fourth down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to go up top on first down. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the fourth. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.